Alright guys, welcome back to another vlog, and in this video we're going to have a look at some of the foods, the meals that I eat on a weekend, being quite flexible, not really tracking much at all, to be honest, just eating mindfully in a place where, again, if you've watched my recent videos, I'm looking to build muscle. I'm not a fan of the seafood diet. I don't think you need to get overly fat, but unfortunately for me, I do require a few calories. So on the weekend, it looks a little bit different. So for people wondering, hey, how can I be more flexible on the weekend? How can I perhaps eat some foods that, are not normally in my regimen, even if I do want to track or not track them? And how can I kind of partition that? So this video, I'm going to show you what I generally eat on a weekend. It's random, I wing it, I eat what I desire. I usually have less frequent but bigger meals. But anyway guys, let's get into the video. So, Saturday, currently, third upper body day, trained, and my next meal, and I'll come closer to the camera, a protein shake, just one from work, and a banana, all right? So nothing special. You're thinking, Alex, it's the weekend. I thought this was going to be flexible dieting. Yes, I know. But at the same time, it's not just about eating shit. It's just about eating different things and whatever fits. So, for example, I had this morning, as you'll see, I'll put the video clips here. I had my normal meal. Now, man, if I had $1 for every time I got asked about that meal, well, let's just say I'd be a very, very rich man. So it's pretty much oats, it's protein powder in the microwave. I got some raisins in it, I got some cinnamon in it. I then put some YoPro or Chobani on the top. I then layer it with blueberries, banana, I get some honey in there, some Nutella as well, and granola. And yes, I know that's a lot of food, but remember guys, I'm on a lot of calories, so you can make a low calorie version of this as well. And I've actually got a video of this. It's called Start Your Day Right, or the perfect way to start the day. I don't know, just have a scroll back, you'll find it, or I'll put the link in the descriptions. And I generally have that as my staple meal. And because I still train clients on a Saturday, I just keep it the same. It works, I enjoy it. I usually start my day with a coffee, and I will get like a double shot. A skim milk cappuccino is my go-to at the moment. I'll have a couple of hours, train clients, have that breakfast, and then I will generally have my pre-workout meal, which is a Pop-Tart. Yes, lo and behold, a Pop-Tart. I would put that on here as well. That's what I had when I first spoke to you in the first clip. And then to get a little bit more carbs in, I've been having some snakes, natural confectionery jellies. I know, more carbs, something sugary just to spike sugar levels and raise insulin a little bit before I train. Just to prime the body. And then, because it's the weekend, I took my sweet ass time. I actually had another My Muscle Chef meal before because I had some programs to write, which you guys have already seen in one of the previous videos, but I'll put something in here so you can have a look. And then I've finished, I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna go clean my car, and then I'm thinking of, I don't know, we'll see, I don't know, it depends. It's something, I'll probably get a takeaway of some sort, and then that'll lead into Sunday, and then I'll see you on the next clip and we'll see how we go. But first, let's have a little look at the physique, current physique, fluctuating between 74 and 75 kilos, morning, evening weight. Not super lean, guys. I know for a lot of you, like, oh, you're so ripped and so lean. Look, I'm not, guys, all right? It's just that I have an appreciable amount of muscle. I don't get super fat, as I said in my first clip. And yeah, I'm not an avid fan of losing great conditioning. So let's have a little look. I've just trained up a body, so full disclaimer, there's a little bit of a pom-pom here. I'll run through a couple of poses, and yeah, we'll see how the physique's looking. So I finished at the gym, finished dicking around posing and all that sort of stuff. Saturdays, I like to take my sweet ass time, and that is something I enjoy, because for me, training is always therapy, and obviously with clients and everything during the week, I'm so structured, and then when it comes to the weekends, I really like to wing it. And I think that's what you'll get an idea of in this video, in terms of just eating ad libitum. It's not always about being on a meal plan and being so structured. And that's what I'm really passionate about with coaching people, how you want the balance. You know, you want to look, yeah, better than average. You want to feel better than average, but you can also do it while having a life as well, and not weighing every gram, and just understanding the principles from doing the basics and implementing the fundamentals in the early days. Anyway, so we are here, and I've decided to get Subway, you guessed it. So I just got a 6-inch and a little bit of a drink, so nothing actually super major. I would usually get a lot more, but I've had a lot of food today, so I'm not super hungry, and I'm gonna have another meal later on, which I'm gonna show you, which is one of my staples. So I'm gonna go home, eat this, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm on the next meal. Okay, there we go. Nothing tremendously exciting. Doesn't look super appetizing. Well, but it does the job. I do like a Subway. It's just quick, it's easy, and it's effective, really. So I've got this drink as well. I'm a big fan of my spring waters. For those who are interested, good macros if you were dieting. It's refreshing. And for those probably interested, I've not calculated it, but I'm gonna say 500 to 600 calories, chicken teriyaki, avocado, no cheese, all the salads, barbecue sauce, and the rye and seeds and grain and whatever it is. And obviously that. And while I'm eating, I usually like to watch some YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, you fuckers. I appreciate it, thank you. So, who do I watch on YouTube? So I've got a couple of people here. One of my favorites, Mike Thurston, Joe Delaney, Matt Does Fitness, my boys. That's usually who I like to watch because they inspire the shit out of me. I like to watch car videos and stuff too. Got TED Talks on there. Shout out to Beard Meets Food. He's a legend from the UK too. Of course, Formula One. Bit of BioLane from time to time when he's not rambling on, as always. Speaking of which, time to eat some food. I will see you at the last / next meal. Good morning, it is Sunday. I'm here with Jacob.
What's up?
The man who edits these videos you're watching right now. Red Bull doesn't give you wings, doesn't give you lats, but we're going over to, so here in the Gold Coast of Australia, we've had some border closures. I know, compared to the rest of the world, we've had it really good, but there is some really good roads that we usually go over on the bikes. So they've opened one of them up. We're gonna go over this morning, we're gonna grab some breakfast. So I will obviously film that because it's all about the food and what we're doing this weekend. I get some clips. But yeah, just before I go, get a little bit of caffeine while we wait for the rest of the boys. It's going to be a stonking hot day, as you may be able to see and allude to, but if you could feel it, you'd know the humidity is up. Anyway, guys, gonna get this, catch up with Jacob, and when the boys arrive, we'll head off. All right, so Currumbin Rock Pools nearby. Just picked up a mate. Now we're gonna head over to Tomowin to the cafe. So we'll catch up with you guys then. What a beautiful place, eh? Literally paradise. So here we are at Tomowin, at Tumbulgum specifically, a little bit of a hidden gem, cafe, restaurant, etc. That's Michael, one of my friends, who just ordered. So when the food gets here, I'll turn the camera back on and I'll show you what we are eating. It's good because they actually closed this road, as I aforementioned, so it's good to kind of get back out here in New South Wales. It's amazing in the Gold Coast and New South Wales how you can have everything in one day. You can have mountains, you can have beach, you can have sun, you can have rain. It's just such a diverse place. Very, very grateful. Yeah? Oh, all right guys, here we are.
And that 10.
So first proper meal of the day after the Red Bull, we've got some sourdough, toast, avocado, all that sort of stuff. Smashed avocado, that's what we do. We've got a poached egg and then some scones, very British. Skim milk cappuccino. Calories, I don't know, but if I was to have a guess, probably around the 800 mark. So we're going to enjoy it, we're going to catch up with my friends, and yeah, we'll catch you at the next meal. Alright, just got back from the ride. It's about 1 p.m. or so, and just having a protein shake. Now, I'm going to get a little bit of sun, going to quickly clean my car. I just sort of do odd jobs on the weekend sometimes, depending on what's going on. I usually have a protein shake if the meals that I have are not high enough in protein, because usually that is the one macro that I want to keep fairly consistent and get enough protein, obviously for repair of and build up of new muscle tissue and maintenance. So I will generally have a protein shake. This one here is just literally protein, a little bit of milk, and ice cubes, magic ingredient. Just whip it up. It's much more interesting than just having it with water. It's boring. And I'm generally not a fan of protein shakes, so I like to sort of make sure they're like a milkshake consistency. Anyway, gonna have this, then looks like we're gonna walk into Burley, possibly grab an acai bowl, or however you want to pronounce it. Acai, joking. And yeah, go with the flow. And then we usually do like a grilled in the evening. So Sundays, I just wing it. If there's friends to catch up with who want to hang out, we'll hang out. We just go with the flow. So I'm gonna do that. I definitely want to get in the sea and get a little bit of sun though, so I'll catch up with you when I'm doing something more interesting. The usual spot wasn't open, so this is kind of what I am left with, which is a new place called Oakberry, but I usually go to a place called Helen's across the way, but lo and behold, they were closed. It said 4:30, it said 4 on the door. Man, got a bit of bad luck, but anyway, that there is the next kind of snack, and it is a snack because the Helen's bowls are usually like quadruple the size, but nevertheless, that'll fill a gap for those of you calorie zealots. Probably another 300 to 400 calories, maybe 500, didn't go OTT with the extras. Next will probably be a burger, but we'll see how the day goes. It's about just gone 4 in the afternoon, so I'll eat this, go for a walk, see you at the next one. All right, what is going on? We are back with another clip, and I'm currently walking to a place called Grandad Jack's Brewery. There's a lot of these like bars and little boutique-y kind of brewery places opening up around where I live at the minute, but I'm catching up with some friends there, and then we are gonna be off to a place. Cheers, brother. We're gonna be off to a place in Burley. I think it's called Margarita something, I don't know. It's another one of many Mexican places, because in the Gold Coast there's like 1 million Mexican restaurants. I definitely love them over here. They're awesome, but we could definitely do with a few other cuisines, which we have, but still. Anyway, first world problem, right? So we're gonna head there and might take a bit of a snack if the guys are still here. It's a pretty cool place actually, some live music, cool little vibe going on. And then when we get to Burley, which is the happening place in the Gold Coast, I'll shoot up the video and show you what is for dinner. All right, catch up with you guys then. All right, here we go. So we're at one of the Mexican places, Mexican Cartel, is it? Margarita Cartel, so even got the bloody name wrong. So as you would have seen from some of the footage, we've all got a different cocktail. Don't make the rookie error and all order the same one, because if it's not good, then you're stuck with 5 or 10 cocktails you don't like. What have we had? We've had burritos, we've had, what else have we had, guys? Cauliflower, which you dropped in your cocktail, which is, by the way, you should definitely try it. Costadas. Burritos.
Some potato
skins or something.
Yep.
Now the golden question is, I hear all of the calorie tracking zealots. Yeah. How do we track all this? We don't. That's right. We basically just be shredded for the gram all the time. Now, in all seriousness, guys, it's just about like going back to listening to your body and having a bit of balance. Like, as long as you're not dieting for a show, hence why you probably don't want to eat out all the time. At the end of the day, easiest thing to do, have less frequent meals, have bigger of them, or you can just eat it, enjoy yourself, and forget it, because it's called living. Anyway, guys, we're gonna enjoy this before things get more than PG, because let's just say that the tequila is taking effect, and if there is any more food from today, I'll check in with them. If not, guys, I'll wrap this video up on the next clip. All right, guys, last meal for the weekend. Not really a meal, more of a snack. That's right, the protein bars from Walls. If you've not tried this, they're actually really, really, really good. They've only got 10 grams of protein in them, but they've only got 2 grams of fat and 12 carbs, so they make for a very, very calorie-friendly snack. And I usually like to have these on hand all the time in the fridge, just when I want something which has got a little bit of protein in it, something a bit sweet. I'm a big fan of ice cream and that sort of dairy side of goods. Yeah, and I'm pretty full because we had a lot of food from the Mexican restaurant, but I'm gonna shoot another clip to wrap this video up, just to summarize things and kind of package it up, because there'll be a few people perhaps with some questions. I know I would have some questions if I was watching this many years ago with kind of the flexible, nutritional approach to food, and why are you eating the way you're eating, or perhaps how many calories and how could I track it, or how are you making sure you're not overeating or undereating, or something along those lines. So I will do a segment on the next clip just to wrap up and summarize that. But it's been a big weekend. I'm warm, I'm gonna get a shower, I'm gonna relax. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next and the final clip. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. Everybody, thank you for watching. A couple of lasting thoughts before we go, as I've aforementioned. So a couple of cues that you can use for gauging your hunger or understanding how to not overeat or undereat when you go out on a weekend is generally having less meals. So if you're out and about on the weekend and you're doing things, depending on what the weekend looks like, you can probably eat less frequently, especially depending if you're training or not. And you probably have bigger meals which have got more calories, but you're not eating as frequently. So instead of having 6 meals, you might just have 3, but those 3 bigger meals have got more calories in them. You're generally going to be moving more if you're the active lifestyle person, unless you sat inside, and then obviously you're probably going to eat less. Or if you're bored, you just got to keep an eye on that. So hunger cues are really big for that. Now, obviously, if you're in a dieting phase, they're not going to be accurate, because if you've been dieting, then you need to employ some different skill sets and tools for now, and obviously go by a little bit more of the numbers, because your body's just going to tell you to eat everything. But if you're not in a dieting phase, for everyone who's just training, you want to gain muscle, you're in that phase, then honestly, it's just about having a little bit of common sense and going, look, if this is the calories that I usually consume on a weekly basis or a daily basis, this is my threshold for maintenance or a slight surplus. Understanding when you go out, being able to create an awareness. If you've been tracking for a certain period of time, you should know roundabouts, okay, there's going to be about 300-400 calories in that meal. Or this meal's got high in fats, I might need to taper down later, or this one's got more protein and carbs. You've also got the element of the energy balance, where, for example, on the weekends, perhaps your split is a bit different. As you would have seen, I'm supplementing with protein. I'm making sure I'm getting enough of that in, because that's my non-negotiable nutrient for muscle building and repair, amongst other things in the body. So I'm, having a protein shake here and there just to supplement and bump that protein up, or a protein bar at night, whatever it might be. But to be honest, my fat intake is probably higher on the weekend because I'm eating out, I'm eating more, hyper palatable foods. So ultimately, it's all going to equal out. You can play around with the carb and the fat element as long as you're abiding by your general energy balance intake. And say, for example, if you did go over for a day or under for a day and it was by 200, 300 calories, look guys, in the grand scheme, it's not going to make a massive difference, especially again, if you're in a gaining phase, and most of the time you're pretty accurate during the week. This is always what you do most of the time. So something I'm really passionate about with my coaching and on this channel is the lifestyle element, which I think a lot of coaches and health zealots leave out, because ultimately for me it was always, how can you look better than average but also have a life and still actually go out and do things and eat things and not have to track every calorie? Because ultimately you're not going to do that forever, and if you do, then you're going to be living a pretty sad existence. So you've definitely got to have that element of flexibility. So hopefully you can start to see and gauge some takeaways from this video of how I do it. And if you like this video, let me know, because I'll make a lot more of them, which I plan to do as I evolve into my next chapter. I'm actually moving to a new location soon, so spoiler alert, keep an eye out on that. And I'll be doing a lot more in-depth and high-quality videos again, because I'm always evolving it. So as always, team, thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, give it a like, of course, subscribe, hit that bell icon for weekly videos. And of course, if you've got anything positive to say or you want to see anything specifically, comment. But until the next video, guys, as always, you know, stay fearless.